Hey, welcome to our morning seat work on Wednesday today. Before we get started, I want to show you what I was talking to you about yesterday. If your parents would want to order this on Amazon, or I'm not sure if we could borrow it from the library at this point, but it is the Disney version, and I really like this one, of Little House on the Prairie. It's not the characters that were in the TV, but it is a movie form. And this tells a story that continues from where we left off on Little House in the Big Woods, and this is when the Ingalls family moves from the Big Woods to the prairie. And so this is a great video. If I could figure out how to show it to you like directly, I would, but I'm not sure how, so see if I can figure it out. But it has two parts to it, and I highly recommend it to you guys, okay? And then I want to also probably get started on maybe reading to you some of the Little House on the Prairie book, since we finished Little House in the Big Woods. All right, so what do you see? You see your morning seat work and the math 149 that goes with it. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and pause, solve the problems. You can solve the whole page if you want to before you come back, or just one piece at a time, okay? And then come back and we'll correct it together. All right, see you soon. All righty, let's see how you did. 6 plus 6, 12, right? So you put the 2 ones, you carry the 10 to the tens place. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you could say 4 plus 1 makes 5, 5 plus 5 makes 10. You have to regroup again and carry the 1 from the 10 over to the hundreds. Look at here, I see 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, right? Did you guys catch those little tricks you could do? Okay, now this is subtraction, so we're not going to be putting together, we're going to be taking apart. 3 less than 5 is 2, right? Because 3 plus 2 makes 5. 2 take away nothing is still 2. 6 take away 2. If you count backwards, you go 5, 4, right? Or you know that 4 plus 2 makes 6. Now we're subtracting again. 5 take away 4. 4 is just 1 less than 5, right? 3 take away 7. Be careful because there's more on the floor than there is upstairs. Go next door. Borrow. Bring over. 13 take away 7 would be 6, right? And then 3 take away 3 is nothing, and you don't put the 0 there. Give that guy 2 eyeballs. Okay, what are we doing? We're adding. It's been kind of flipping around. 2 plus 1 more. 0 plus 0. 5, 6, 7, 8. 803. Okay? So the next part has us doing what we've been doing. It gives us 200 plus 0 plus 5. Well, if you take the 100, the 0, and the 5, you got 205, right? 205. What is that? 205. 200. You do not need to say and, you could just say 5, 205. 205, some people say, 205. So the next one gives you the number standard form, 399. So you look here, we've got 300 plus 9 tens, that would give it a 0, plus 9 ones, 399. So again, 300, you don't need an and, 90, whoops, sorry, that is an E, believe it or not, 9. My pen is fat, that's my excuse. Ding, ding, ding. 399. Next, they give you this. What is this? Yep, 730, is it? does that look like? 7 in the hundreds. 30, what does 30 look like? 3 tens. 2, 700 plus 30 plus 2 would be the expanded form. Okay, good. I brought no eraser again. Alrighty, so the next part says circle the word that does not belong in the group. So the main word, the black word, is scared. Not scarred, but scared. You've got frightened, daring, and terrified. Which of those one words does not mean the same as scared? Daring. Daring means you're brave, right? So circle daring. Mad, you've got furious, angry, content. What is the opposite of mad? Content, because furious and angry mean mad. These would be antonyms, right? Excited, gloomy, enthused, happy. The antonym for excited would be gloomy, right? All right, so my family surprised me with a birthday present. What are your choices? Gift, me, my, shocked, for, birthday, a, parents with, my. These parents must not ever give their child a birthday present if they're that shocked. So anyway, not for me to judge. The first word would have to be the my, right? Because it's a capital. So my what? My parents, number 2. What do? They shocked. They didn't electrocute you, but they went, oh, you were so surprised. I got a birthday present and it's my birthday. My goodness. My parents shocked me, right? What they shock you with? With a, number 6. Gift, number 7. 4, number 8. 5, number 9. With my, for my birthday. Speaking of birthday, we had a birthday yesterday in our class. We had Advik yesterday, and today I believe it's Natalia's birthday. Pretty cool. So anyway, happy birthday to you guys. So it's my parents shocked me with a gift for my birthday. So that's it for that. And I'm going to, while you're getting out your math, I'm gonna, oh, here's one, but I need a cleaner. So go ahead and get out your math. We'll get ready to go on that. Okay. Alrighty, so we're still dealing with time. It looks like we're dealing with time to the quarter hour or the 15 minutes, right? That would be when the minute hand's on the 3. Actually, there's 4. Well, remember our fractions? Let's take this circle, pretend it's a clock. Here's the 12, 6, 3, 9. If I divide this into quarters or fourths, remember our fractions? Then from 12 to 3 is a 15-minute or quarter. From 3 to 6 is another 15 minutes or a quarter of an hour. From, doesn't look like a 6. From 6 to 9 is another 15-minute segment or a quarter hour. And from 9 to 12 is another 15-minute segment or a quarter hour. So there's 4 15-minute segments in an hour, right? 4 quarters. All right, so we're talking about on the hour, we're going to talk about the quarter hours, okay? So on the top it says, well, let me make it say what it says, 10 o'clock, okay? It says, on the hour, the minute hand points straight up to the 12, right? The time is 10 o'clock. After 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15. The hour hand isn't just sitting there, it's creeping, isn't it? After 15 minutes, the minute hand has moved 1/4 of the way around. If I were to shade 1/4, that would be the same, because remember, with, what do we call it, a quarter of an hour? When you've got 4 parts that make a whole, that's a quarter, right? That equals $1. 4 parts, quarter hours for 15 minutes equals 60, makes a quarter of an hour. That's why we call it a quarter of the way around. It points to the 3. Now it's 10:15. Okay, 10:15. What is the time after 15 more minutes? Well, if you add 15 more minutes to this, 5, 10, 15, what have you got? You've got 10:30, 30 minutes after 10 o'clock, okay? So let's look at the time in 2 ways. They did the first one. They said it's 2:30 in the digital clock, and then you write out 30 minutes after 2. Okay, so take a look at clock number 2. It started out at 4 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, because it's not past the 4 yet or to it. So you notice that it went 15, 30, it went 3/4, 1, 2, 3/4 of the way around, right? So the hour still belongs to the 3. And how many minutes is that? 45. 15, 30, 45 o'clock. Say that with me. 15, 30, 45 o'clock. Again, 15, 30, 45 o'clock. Those are your quarter hours. 15, 30, 45 o'clock. 15, 30, 45 o'clock. So it is 3:45. And what would you write? 45 minutes after 3 o'clock. Those are your answers, right? 45 minutes after 3 o'clock. Okay, let's look at number 3. It looks like it was 8 o'clock, and the minute hand has gone to the 3. It's only gone 1/4 of the way, right? So the hour hand still belongs to the 8. So it would be 8, what, 15. And then you just take that number, put it here, 15 minutes after what, 8. 8:15 is 15 minutes after 8. What's another way we could say that? Quarter after 8. Okay, so number 4, it looks like it was 12 o'clock. And now the minute hand has gone halfway around, 2/4 of the way around, still belongs to the 12 in the hour. What is half of 60? 30. And again, it's 30 minutes after 12. Okay, 30 minutes after 12 o'clock. All right, the next side, next page. Let's see if this will wipe clean. Nope. You know what you're doing now. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off too while I'm here. All right. So, number 1, they did it 1:30, 30 after 1, right? Okay, so number 2, it looks like, what time was it? It looks like, let's just switch, like it was 6 o'clock, right? Because look at the shorthand, the hour hand still belongs to the 6. It's creeping, but it goes to the minute hand goes to the 3, while the hour hand is creeping toward the 7. It went 1/4 of the way around, so it is 6:15 or 15 minutes after 6, right? You just write those. Okay. All right, number 3. Looks like, what time was it at the o'clock? Was it 11 o'clock? The hour hand isn't to the 11 yet. So no, it must have been 10 o'clock. Let's look what happens. When the minute hand goes all the way to the 9, can you count with me in quarter hours? 15, 30, 45 o'clock, but it didn't make it there. So it's 10, still belongs to the 10, 45, right? 10:45 or 45 minutes after 10 o'clock. Okay? Alrighty, number 4. Looks like, what time was it on the o'clock, on the hour? Not 6 yet, so it must have been 5. So, don't forget, it's the shorthand that marks the hours. Okay? And the minute hand went halfway, 2 quarters, so count. 15, 30, right? So it would be what? 5:30. 5:30 or 30 minutes after 5 o'clock. Okay, 30 minutes after 5 o'clock. All right, number 5, 6, and 7. So those are usually a challenge, so let's take a look. Look at where the hour hand is pointing. About what time is it? Okay, so if the hour hand is just barely after the 2, let's make it 2 o'clock, okay? And we'll stop when the hour hand is barely after the 2. Okay, and remember, they want us to be thinking quarter hours. So watch the hour hand. Still not far enough according to what I'm looking at. That looks like it, doesn't it? So if I were you, I would say in the digital that it is, for number 5, it is 2:15, and then draw your minute hand all the way over to the 3. Okay, because see where it's crept? About 1.5 notches, and that's what it looks like to me. 1.5 or 2 notches. All right, look at number 6. The hour hand looks like it belonged to the 9. It was 9 o'clock. Okay, so, because it hasn't gone to the 10 yet, but it is so close to the 10. Let's see. Very, 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 very close. So, is it super close to the 10 yet? Let's do another quarter hour. Super close to the 10 yet? Halfway. Super close to the 10 yet? Yep. So that's what it is. It would be 9 was our hour. And how many minutes is that when it's on the 9? 45. 15, 30, 45 o'clock. 9:45, right? And go ahead and draw your minute hand all the way over to the 9. Make sure it's longer than the hour hand. Okay, number 7. It was 4 o'clock, wasn't it? Because look at the hour hand. Okay, so let's make it 4 o'clock. So the hour hand to me looks like it's halfway. Does halfway give you a clue? Is this halfway? Is this halfway? That's halfway, right? So it is 4 halfway to 5, which is 30, right? 4:30. So your minute hand points all the way down to the 6. Nice and long. All right? Good. Okay, so up next will be our regular math. So I will see you in a few minutes for that, okay? Bye-bye.